Elon and Kanye dominate the news. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. As a business investor, I get to see a lot of different things, and it's not just things that I'm working on. It's usually things that are out there in the open, and they relate back to things I'm working on. And one of the things I'm always working on is helping companies that I'm partnered up with to design ways to gain attention. And so whenever there are things that are dominating news cycles, especially if they're personality related, I'm paying attention and I'm watching how they do things. So you have Kanye West, now wanting to be referred to as Ye, has been dominating the news a lot lately for basically doing a large string of interviews and showing up everywhere and saying the most off the wall, crazy, wacky stuff. He's out there. He's not just controversial. He's most people, and I think most people that have followed Kanye for long enough know that there's a stability. There's some stability issues there, and some things that if he isn't trying to, there's only two things that could be happening with Kanye West. One, he's extremely smart and is somehow thinks that he can say the most outlandish things, get people to completely think that he's crazy, while at the same time not being crazy. That could be one option. There is another option, and that is that he's crazy, that he has issues that he's working out with, and regardless of what you think of, a political statement here or there, because he's been on all sides at any given time. But lately with the anti-Semitic remarks, and just saw today him with Alex Jones talking about how Hitler wasn't as bad a guy as people paint him out to be. That's a little on the fringe there. So, but he's getting the attention. So it's one of those things where, is it intentional or unintentional? Either way, it works. A person can get attention by being outrageous, and you have to decide on your own whether that's a good thing or a bad thing in Kanye's case. But then you got someone like Elon Musk, who's also being outrageous, but also with a lot of money, and kind of throwing money around, buying Twitter, causing a lot of stir there in all directions, really, because I've seen all political sides saying he's good, he's bad, he's this, he's that. He's causing it all. And he's causing it all, and at the same time he's still succeeding to some extent. Twitter is still growing, whether you like Twitter, you don't like Twitter, you like what Elon's doing, you don't like what he's doing. It's growing. It's working to his benefit. He's getting attention while at the same time growing things, and maybe that won't last. Or maybe it will. Maybe Twitter's going in it may be in a slightly different direction than where it has been. Because they have had financial problems, and maybe it's just going to continue. It's just a situation where it's going to continue to dissolve, or it may completely turn around. You just never know. And I don't think this is a political issue, and we got to be careful not to take sides just because we like Elon's politics or don't like Elon's politics. I think you have to look at it from a business perspective. Is there a market for what it is that he's providing, the type of controversy he's providing, the type of information he's providing, the somewhat new environment that he's creating on Twitter, or at least a relic to the old style of social media, to where it's a little bit more open. Good, bad, other, I don't care. It's not my point to get into that here. I want to show you what he's doing. The fact that he's always in the news is a benefit to him. The fact that Kanye is always in the news could be a benefit to him if he has the continued capacity to be able to move with it. I just based off of his previous movements and actually throughout his entire career, he doesn't always completely capitalize on the attention, bad, good, and otherwise, that he gets. So I'm not sure if there is that much strategy. With Elon Musk, it's pretty clear that there's a strategy. There's a direction he's going in. I mean, just today, he's making inroads into having the brain Neuralink situation where they insert the internet into your brain, basically. And that is controversial. That is going to get attention. You cannot ignore the certain things in the news. And he's found a way to be able to play off of that. Been able to have his stocks go higher than even he thought was possible, or even was necessary. I mean, he came out multiple times, Elon Musk came out multiple times saying, the stock prices really should not be this high. You guys really should stop inflating this stuff. And then he sold it and became the richest man in the world. So you've had these situations with both these characters. Like them, love them, hate them, curious about them, sad for them, whatever. You got two outrageous characters out there, and you can learn as a business how you want to get attention versus how you don't want to get attention. Is there such thing as bad attention? I think mainly bad attention is when you are driving away the people who you want to attract and attracting the people you don't want to attract. Or if you have zero strategy, that could be a bad situation. More attention isn't necessarily good for a lack of strategy. If you don't have a direction you're going with the attention, then that attention may not be all that helpful. In fact, it could be damaging to your lifestyle. So these are all ideas to keep in mind as you're seeing all this craziness happen out there in the world. And I've got another person from the past, relatively recent history, and for especially a lot of our older viewers and listeners, a lot of you will remember when this gentleman was around and making a lot of noise, and I'm going to tie him in with this situation with Ye and Musk. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. In the meantime, hey, go check out my content marketing program. This is the latest training that I've come out with. It's for beginners to really decide whether content marketing is right for you or not. It's contentmarketingquestion.com. Go check it out, contentmarketingquestion.com. See you tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.